All right, here we go. Chicago Bears begin their training camp this month. So let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking some NFL. To talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. It does help me out a lot when you do so and support the channel. I'm going to give you guys my 3 big things that I'm looking forward to in this year's training camp. So if all that sounds good, like I said, do subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the dates themselves. All right, so the Bears training camp starts July 19th with the rookies reporting, and then the vets are going to report on July 22nd. As far as when you and I can attend training camp, if you are planning on doing so, the first open practice is scheduled for July 25th, all right? And there will be 11 open practices all the way through August 15th. So there are going to be multiple opportunities to go out and see these Bears in training camp if you choose to do so. I might go out and see if I can get myself out there. I think they open up tickets on July 9th to the public. So keep a lookout for that. All right. So when we're talking about training camp here, I got 3 major things that I'm looking at here. And so to me, the first one, look, it has to do with obviously the offense as a whole, but I'm not going to go ahead and just say, oh yeah, I want to see how the offense is progressing. Obviously, everybody does. But specifically within the offense, you've got the positional battles that I want to start addressing first and foremost, all right? You've got the left tackle spot. Braxton Jones is expected to be back during training camp. He's not going to be 100% day one, but I think he's going to be limited and he's going to be worked into the team and training camp. And so I'm curious, the left tackle spot, if that is still going to be something where it's going to the rookie, right? Or whether it is going to go to Braxton Jones, or again, Kieran Amagaji is there as well. And of course, I'm talking about Ozzie Trapilo when I refer to the rookie. And so Ben Johnson's a guy who really is big on continuity, rhythm, availability, and the guy that's been the most available has been Trapilo and Kieran Amagaji, but Braxton Jones hasn't, but he's the veteran. So very curious how that goes. I have already made my prediction that I believe it will be Ozzie Trapilo as the starting left tackle for the Chicago Bears week 1 of the NFL season, but we shall see. So that is the first positional battle. The second one, this is not really a positional battle, but I want to see the usage here between Cole Kmet and Colson Loveland. So Colson Loveland has been dealing with his own set of injuries, right? Recovering from the shoulder injury, if you will. And so I want to see how much is Colson Loveland getting incorporated into this team with Cole Kmet. I expect Cole Kmet to be the starting tight end. I think he has at least earned that, being the veteran here. And, competing against a rookie here, you got to give the veteran his respect at least. But I want to know what the split is like. Right? Is it 60-40 to Cole to Loveland, or is it more like 70-30 or even 80-20? Are we barely going to see Loveland at the beginning of the season, but then he gets worked in? So that is something I'm looking at. And similarly, the other sort of, not positional battle, if you will, but the usage is going to be between the wide receiver 3 spot. And I guess this is still technically a positional battle because it's who is the wide receiver 3 spot? So let me correct that. Between Luther Burden and Olamide Zaccheaus. Again, I'm always deferring to the veteran here because I feel like that's what coaches do. So Zaccheaus to me is the guy who I think will be the wide receiver 3 to start the year, and Burden gets worked into it. But let's see the usage. Let's see how much Ben Johnson uses the rookie versus the veteran. So to me, really excited to see that. I trust Ben Johnson, so I'm not worried at all about it. But those are some fun positional battles to essentially pay attention to during training camp, because I think this is the time when Ben Johnson's essentially going to decide, hey, yeah, that's my starting left tackle. That is my starting wide receiver 3. And that is essentially how I'm going to be dividing up my tight end usage. All right. The second thing, this is more tactical part of the offense. All right. Not the positional battles or the position groups, if you will. I'm just talking about the part of the offense where we're focusing on, hey, how is the timing of the offense looking, right? With Caleb's timing specifically, how's the rhythm looking? How many checkdowns is Caleb taking and Ben Johnson drawing up, or plays where it ends up being that? How many times are we running play action? That's something that we didn't run last year a lot. How's the tempo of the offense? How many times is Caleb under center versus shotgun? Like, I want to know about all these things. I'm paying attention to all these things because that, to me, is essentially going to show you how different this offense is going to look. So how I feel like this offense is going to go is we're going to see a lot of play action passes. We're going to see a lot of checkdowns from Caleb Williams, and we're going to see, obviously, motion in the backfield, a lot of that. Trickery, there's going to be that portion of it as well. And I feel like Caleb is also going to be under center a lot, unlike last season. So to me, I really, really want to see how that goes. And I think at the beginning of training camp, I'm sure Caleb's going to struggle a little bit. I'm not worried at all about the interceptions, by the way. Look, unless Caleb's throwing like a pick every play, let him throw the interceptions. This is the time to try it out. This is practice. This is when you want to go ahead and check out if you can make those throws. I just want to see how quickly Caleb is picking up on Ben Johnson's offense at this point and how Ben Johnson wants to run things. He is a general, right? He is a guy who likes to be precise with everything, with coming out of the huddle, with literally the timing of that, right? And so we're talking about getting the play in, how he likes to do all of those things, very detail oriented. So I need to see how that has progressed from OTAs, from mini camp, until now in training camp. So that is the other thing I'm looking at. And finally, number 3, I just want to see the joint practices. I'm really, really curious to see how those go. We have joint practices with the Dolphins and the Bills, and it's really going to be interesting to see us going against, again, other defenses. And so to me, I really, really want to see how that goes because, again, this will be the first time another team sees Ben Johnson's offense with him being the first-time head coach of the Chicago Bears. It's really just been our own defense has seen this offense. So I really want to see, and then this is the first time Caleb's going to see a different defense other than our own as well. And the Bills' defense certainly, very respectable. The Dolphins, they're decent, okay? So I just really want to see how that is looking and how Caleb looks and how the offense looks. So big emphasis, obviously, on the offense due to our head coach, but still overall how the team's looking. And these are the 3 main things that I'm really looking at. Again, those positional battles that I talked to you about, just the tactical part of the offense, and then the joint practices. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to with training camp this season. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.